Hello students, now I am going to start question number 1 of exercise 7.1. Now question number 1 says complete the following statement. In the first part we have two line segments are congruent. Now suppose we have the two line segments say AP and PQ. Okay, these are the two line segments. Now these two line segments are congruent when it overlaps each other. If we place this line segment on top of this line segment, it overlaps completely. So we can say that these two line segments are congruent. So when it is possible, if the two line segments have the same length, suppose if this line segment is 3 unit and this the length of this PQ is also 3 unit, then only these two line segments are congruent. So we'll write two line segments are congruent if they have the same length. Okay. Now in the P part we have among the congruent angles, one has a measure of 70 degree, the measure of the other angle. Now here it is already said that two angles, here these angles and these angles are congruent. Okay, among the congruent angles one has a measure of 70 degree. Now one of this is 70 degree. What will be the measure of other angle? What will be this? Now if these are congruent, if both these are congruent, then if the measure of one angle is 70 degree, another must be 70 degree, right? So here we'll write 70 degree. Now in the C part we have, when we write angle A is equals to angle B, we actually mean, suppose this is angle A and this is angle B. So when we write angle A is equals to angle B, when we have the same measure, suppose 70 degrees there, so when we have the same measure, then only we can write angle A is equals to angle B. We actually mean measurement of angle A is equals to measurement of angle B. Okay. Now coming to question number 2. Now question number 2 says give any two real life examples for congruent shape. Now congruent shape means two shapes that are the same size and same shape. Okay, so two shapes that are the same size and the same shape are congruent. So the example of congruent shapes are biscuits of the same packet and pens of the same brand. Okay. Now coming to question number 3. Now question number 3 says if triangle ABC congruent to triangle APD under the correspondence ABC, here we have given this symbol. This symbol means correspondence. Okay, ABC correspondence to APD. So write all the corresponding congruent parts of the triangles. Now it's given that triangle ABC congruent to triangle FED. So we will have to write the corresponding congruent parts of this triangle. So we will have to write the corresponding angles which are equal in both the triangles, and we will have to write the corresponding sides which are equal in both the triangles. By seeing the name of the triangle, we can easily identify that what are the corresponding sides or what are the corresponding angles. Corresponding means which is equal in both the triangle. Now let us first write the angles. Now see here, from this triangle A letter is written at first. Okay, so and here, so angle A will be equal to Now here from this triangle F letter is written at first, so angle A is equals to angle F. Okay. Similarly B letter is written in between, so angle B will be equal to, now here if you see this triangle, E letter is in between, so angle B will be equal to angle E, and then we have C, and C correspond to angle D, so we'll write C is equals to D. Okay, so these angles are equal, but since we have to write the corresponding parts, we will have to give the symbol of correspondence. Okay, so instead of writing like this, we will just give the symbol in between, which is the symbol of correspondence. So it means angle A correspondence to angle F, or angle F correspondence to angle A, angle B correspondence to angle E, or angle E correspondence to angle B, and angle C correspondence to angle D, or angle D correspondence to angle C. Okay, so these are the corresponding angle. Okay, now let us write the sides, corresponding sides. Okay, now here again, by seeing the name, we will write the side. So it's AB. So AB side correspondence to side FE. Okay. Next we have BC correspondence. This is the symbol of correspondence. Okay. BC correspondence to side ED, and CA correspondence to side DF. Okay, so this way we will have to write the corresponding congruent parts. Okay, now coming to the last question of this exercise. Now question number 4 says, if triangle DEF congruent to triangle BCA, write the part of triangle BCA that correspond to this. Two triangles are congruent, triangle DEF and triangle BCA. So we will have to write the part of triangle BCA that correspond to this part of triangle DEF. It means the four parts which is given to us, these are the parts of triangle DEF, and we will have to find the corresponding parts in triangle BCA. Okay. Now in the first part we have angle E. We will have to find the corresponding parts of angle E from triangle BCA. Now if you see the triangle DEF, this E angle, this E letter is in between of this. So to find the corresponding parts of the triangle BCA, you will have to take the letter which is in between, because E letter is in between of this triangle. So, and if you see this triangle, C is in between. So angle E correspond to angle C. Okay. Now we will have to find the corresponding part of EF, side EF. Okay. So the corresponding part of side EF will be this C. This EF is present from this DEF over here. That means second and third letter. Similarly, from triangle BCA, we will have to take the letter which is at second and third. So the side correspond to side EF will be CA. Okay. Now we will have to find the corresponding part of angle F. Now angle F from triangle DEF is over here. That means the last letter. Okay. Similarly, from triangle BCA, we will have to take the last letter. So angle F correspond to angle E. Okay. Now the last part of this question. Side DF correspond to which side? Now where is DF present? In the triangle DEF. See, here is D. that means first letter and the third letter. Similarly, while taking from triangle BCA, we will have to take the first letter and the last letter. So the side correspond to side DF will be PA. Okay, so this way we will have to write the corresponding part. Okay, so this was the last question of this exercise. If you have any doubt, any queries, leave a comment below. Thank you, students.